You may have heard a lot of talk recently about reform happening in the aged care sector. Over the next few years, you're going to see positive change in response to the Royal Commission into Aged Care Quality and Safety. It can be a bit confusing as to when it's all happening and how it'll impact providers, as well as people in their care or considering their services. So we've put together a short video which will explain each of the reforms and what it means for you. In summary, the Royal Commission's recommended changes are aimed at improving aged care so older Australians have the respect, care, choice and dignity they deserve. There's a series of reforms being introduced between 2022 and 2024 that will impact the service of aged care, in-home care, retirement village, respite and residential care. The new reforms can be grouped into 5 main categories: quality and safety, governance, funding, access and workforce. Here's a snapshot of what you can expect over the next few years as a result of the reforms. A star rating system has been developed to provide transparency to consumers around the quality of care and service of residential aged care facilities. Providers are rated on a 1 to 5 dot rating scale for their service performance, with 1 dot as the lowest rating for inadequate services to 5 dots for a provider that's meeting all aged care requirements. The star rating system will allow comparison of staffing levels between facilities and help consumers make an informed choice about their care. Individual providers' star ratings can be viewed on the My Aged Care website. New quality standards have also been introduced for residential care and home care providers. Called the National Aged Care Quality Indicators, they help residential and home care providers to measure and monitor their performance against the quality standards, ensuring providers focus on achieving quality care outcomes for aged care recipients. They describe what people can expect from their provider and the actions their provider will take to support them to live a quality life. The Aged Care Commission will also regularly assess provider performance against those quality standards. A new funding model has been introduced in residential aged care called the Australian National Aged Care Classification, or ANAC. This model replaces the aged care funding instrument. To be eligible for residential aged care, you're still required to have an ACAT assessment, so this hasn't changed. But the role of the ANAC assessment is to determine how much care is required after being admitted to residential aged care. ANAC assessments are arranged by the residential aged care facility and are completed by an independent assessor. To improve access to aged care assistance in the home, a new supported home program's been introduced. Using a single assessment tool, the new program will provide independently assessed support plans to older Australians based on their aged care needs and personal circumstances. This means that people are more likely to remain living safely and independently in the comfort of their own homes for longer. Now, a workforce that's continually upskilled is critical to ensure the very best of care. That's why the reforms are supporting and growing an improved skilled workforce through the Home Care Workforce Plan. At Southern Cross Care WA, we are focused on the attraction, recruitment, retention and ongoing development of highly skilled workforce that provides the very best of care. Governance of all providers is being strengthened through new legislation and standards, keeping all providers accountable to the same high standards that older people should expect. At Southern Cross Care WA, we're committed to providing the very best of care. We'll keep you updated as we implement the reforms to support older Australians in our care to live their most enriched and happy lives. And for more information, go to our dedicated reforms page at scrosswa.org.au/reform.